Hey, this is Anthony Cesari with SuccessForYourSongs.com, and in this video we're going to be talking about 5 things that you can do to improve your success with songwriting, and they all happen to start with the letter P. So let's dive right in, because I know that as difficult as it seems at times, achieving your goals as a songwriter is very possible, and there are a few crucial things that you can be aware of to help you succeed in reaching your goals. So we're going to talk about those here. So the first P is purpose. It's important to know what you want to achieve as a songwriter or performer in order to get you there. That might sound obvious, but often it's neglected. And a lot of times amateur songwriters walk around with this mindset of simply hoping that something's going to happen for them without knowing exactly what that something is. So whether you want to become a chart-topping performing songwriter, be on a songwriting staff in Nashville, or simply enjoy songwriting as a hobby, you need to define that for yourself, because knowing your purpose is the first step to getting there. Second P is planning. Once you know your purpose, you need to know how you're going to get there. Planning is crucial to achieving your goals, and a lot of songwriters go around hoping that someone will discover them, and that's not a plan. With that mindset, you can also plan to win the lottery, and it doesn't mean that it's going to happen. Instead, come up with a clearly defined plan to achieve your goals, and keep your overall purpose in mind when you lay out your goals. It's important to put dates on your goals so that they're not open-ended, because you're much likely to reach your goals if you put an achievable time frame on them. And I'd recommend laying out plans for the short, mid, and long term, and it's okay to modify your goals as you move along, so long as you always have a plan for achieving them in place. And I should also mention, when it comes to planning, that plans will change over time. Just because you start off with a particular plan for your songwriting goals, doesn't mean you have to rigidly stick to that the entire time. You may find that as you start moving through that plan, things might change, and you might have to at some point come up with a different plan that reflects where you are later on as a songwriter. And that's okay, as long as you're constantly planning and figure out what to do and how to get to where you want to be. The third P is persistence. So as crucial as planning is, it's important to realize that occasionally your plans aren't going to work out the way you hoped, and that's okay. It happens to every successful person, and when this happens, you need to be persistent. Persistence sets those who succeed apart from those who fail. So keep modifying your plans until you find one that works. Most people give up at the first sign of failure, and as a result, they never achieve the success that they hope for. We'll get to the fourth P in a sec. I just want to mention, if you don't have our free cheat sheet, please click the little I on the top of the screen and grab that. Because there's a lot more songwriting information for you in there if you're enjoying what you're learning in this video. Okay, back to the fourth P. That is passion. This one's pretty easy for most songwriters. I don't think I've ever met a songwriter yet who doesn't love his or her craft, but it's important to talk about here anyway. Your passion is it's the fuel that's going to carry you through everything else that we've talked about so far. So when times get hard, you need to be persistent. Your passion is going to keep you going. That's why it's so important to love what you do. I mean, if you truly want to be successful, you have to love it. And as Napoleon Hill says in the classic success book, Think and Grow Rich, weak desires bring weak results, just as a small amount of fire brings a small amount of heat. So love what you do so that when things get tough, you can still power on to move forward. And then the fifth and final P is practice. As important as the previously mentioned points are, they won't do you any good if you're not practicing your craft. As a performing songwriter, this might include practicing your instruments, vocals, guitar, piano, etc., practicing for your performances, and even practicing your songwriting by writing a lot more. As strong as your will to succeed is, you've got to be damn good at what you do to achieve your goals, and you can absolutely get there with practice. So no matter how much talent you have, you'll never reach your full potential without consistently practicing. I'm a firm believer in that. So practice consists of education and experience. So learn your craft, then apply what you've learned and repeat. And constantly continuing this loop will only get you to continue to improve. So I hope you found this information useful. If you're looking for a lot more songwriting information, you can download our free songwriting cheat sheet by tapping on the screen here. And if you have not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel to stay updated on our latest songwriting videos, you can tap our logo on the screen for that. And I also have links for that stuff below this video. So thank you for taking the time to check this out, and I will talk to you in the next one. Take care.